Back for another edition of the Preps Plus Insiders. I'm Mike Finnery, the Sure West Sports Show. Joined with my partner, Joe Davidson, the Sacramento Bee. And Joe, it is Thanksgiving week. We are thankful for many things. Of course, a great Sacramento Bee sports page. Look at the cover of that thing. You got a great photo of Wadis Parker of Elk Grove. Great photographers there at the Sacramento Bee. But we are thankful. We're thankful for the playoffs. High school football playoffs. We start the semifinals this week.
Yeah, and and it's fun to watch. The real perk of this job is to see these teenage achievers. And Wadis Parker is one of those, and he is worth going out and watch. A high school football game is such a great entertainment value. It's a packed house. It's fun. It means something to these guys. And here we are in the second round of the playoffs. The games are tighter. They mean a lot more. The intensity's there. It gets fun now. This is Thanksgiving week. Nobody's in school, but the teams that are practicing are very thankful for that.
You know what I'm thankful for, Joe? I'm thankful for Terrell Anderson of Center High School. Terrific quarterback, kick returner, cornerback. We've marveled about him all year long, and he's getting it done for Center. They get a win over Placer High. Yes, it's a team effort. He brings a lot of thrills to the game, though.
The most amazing thing that this young man does is he credits his teammates, but the teammates look at him. He is devastating on returns, and he will break your back on a kickoff return, and he did it against Placer. He's done it against other teams, Modesto Christian. 85-yard play against Modesto Christian. You saw that. I saw you the next day. You said, oh, my goodness, this guy's a big deal. And he does it against Placer the other night. Electrifying. He could win the section championship as the X Factor in Division 4. So, Terrell Anderson, we're thankful to watch nice talent like you.
All right, let's break down some of these games we got coming up in the semifinal round. We're going to start in Division 1. Folsom takes on Jesuit. You've got 4 Delta River League teams that round out that bracket, and this is going to be the game we start off with. Jake Browning of Folsom taking on Jason Ellenberger of Jesuit, but you've got star players everywhere.
Yeah, and it all starts with Jake Browning. 68 touchdown passes for this season. That's a state single-season record. 4th all-time in a national list. What's Jake say? It's my offensive line. I get plenty of time. He's got skilled players like Will McClure and Josiah DeGura and Troy Knox. 3 running backs who were very effective. You must apply pressure to Jake Browning to have a chance. Nobody's done it all season. Jesuit found out the hard way earlier this season in Delta River League play when Folsom won 56-14. How can Jesuit win this game? Jason Ellenberger's got to be able to run the ball. He's very effective running the ball, and Jesuit's got 2 running backs.
Bo Bisharat and Ben Perrietti. You're going to get the bruising work out of Bo Bisharat. He can run for the distance, though. And then Ben Perrietti, just a shorter guy, but he slides in the middle. I'll tell you what, offense for offense, it could be a game. We'll see. And turnovers could be a difference in that game once you get to playoffs, and hopefully the weather's good. Let's go over to the other Division I game. We've got Oak Ridge taking on Pleasant Grove, 2 more Delta River League teams. Oak Ridge, I think of Ian Book, the terrific sophomore quarterback, and back for, I know he's been back, but really running well is Josh Wellman, the Oak Ridge running back there.
And
they're solid.
He's the real key here because earlier this season in Delta River League play, Oak Ridge won and El Dorado Hills over Pleasant Grove, even without Tanner Hughes and without Josh Wellman. Those are 2 physical backs. Hughes up the middle, and Wellman, he breaks free, and he will chug down your sideline. And he is a tough player. The defense of Oak Ridge, Thomas Mullman, linebacker, Trent Bensley, linebacker, will have to somehow deal with the speed again of Dre Terrell. He throws a beautiful deep ball, and he could run like the wind. And Ian Broom had 43 carries, 243 yards to beat Stagg on Friday night. This is a great game. Oak Ridge won it the last time. I could see Oak Ridge winning it here unless Dre Terrell does something monstrous, and he is totally capable of that.
Yes, he is. And a player to watch out from that game is Pleasant Grove running back Ian Broom. He had over 241 yards last week. Watch out for him to perhaps have another big game. If Oak Ridge can stop him, it should be a terrific matchup. In Division 2, we've got some interesting matchups here. You got Delaro taking on Yuba City, and you say, Yuba City? Yeah, they beat Grant. They hammered Grant. Watch out for the Honkers. And, of course, Delaro is led by their running back, Dylan Cainrath. They've got Michael Moore, their quarterback, a great defense with Tanner Woods, a cast of characters there. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah, and Omar Herrera is a very good running back. He took Grant to task. That's a huge win, 27-12. Biggest win in program history probably since the 1987 city championship. Delaro's used to this. 8 section championships for their program. Top seed, unbeaten in the section. Dylan Cainrath is the key. Got to slow him down. He can spin off plays. He runs with power. I think Delaro should defend at home. The other Division II game. This is the This is the lightning versus lightning game. Marcel Brown, we've talked about him. You've seen him. I've seen him. He could take off for 80-yard runs. He could blast up the middle with power. He's got Leo Scatabo, who's right up the middle. If Leo busts one for 20 yards, he starts looking for somebody to run over because he's physical. He loves that. And then some guy named Wadis Parker of Elk Grove, we've reported on him. He's right there. He's the X factor, big time for Elk Grove. Runs with power, great balance, great vision. Run versus run. What happens if somebody has to pass? Both teams have capable passes too.
Yes, they do. Tommy Arnold, quarterback for Elk Grove. But you know what I like about Tommy? He's a leader. He's got playoff experience as a team that has been to a big game many times, and it's going to be a good one. It's Smash Mouth football versus Smash Mouth football. We expect to be out of there by about 8:30. Knowing how those games will go, that'll be fun.
We'll be home plenty of time for curfew. Yes, and so that's a good toss-up game there. And then I think if we jump into Division III, you have Intercom is a dark horse team, as a lower seed, but I think it's a team we kind of favored all along. And then Christian Brothers is another X Factor team. Let's shift gears completely to volleyball.
Yeah.
And we saw the section championships with Granite Bay 41-0, wins the section Division I championship over defending champion St. Francis. What makes this team so good?
I would say most people around the area would tell you Taylor Nelson, the senior setter for Granite Bay. She's perhaps the best player in the area. She's going to Cal Poly. She's graduating early. The likely player of the year, that's still yet to be determined. But she, if you talk to most coaches, she is the person that makes that team go. You've got Nicolette Pinckney, outside hitter, Maddie Dieters, outside hitter as well. Those three seniors have been starting on that team as freshmen. So it's kind of their time. They lost last year to St. Francis in the Division I section championship, lost to St. Francis in the Division I NorCal championship. It's going to be interesting, and hey, we're rooting for Granite Bay or someone from the area to get a state championship. This could be a good chance.
Never been done in section Division I to have a team finish unbeaten, and we haven't had a team in the section win a state Division I championship. We've had teams in other division. It's all right there for the Granite Bay Grizzlies, and kudos to for doing it the right way. They're a fun team to watch.
And real quick, I give big congratulations to Rockland for taking the Division II championship. Bethany Mandan, a terrific senior leader there for that team. Dave Musgrove, a longtime coach. You also got Christian Brothers won the Division III section championship. Diane Heine, their longtime coach. Terrific players all around. Volleyball's fun, and we had a good time the other night.
And then it rages into NorCal's this week.
Yes, it does. All right, Joe, that's another edition of the Preps Plus Insiders. Be sure to check out the Sure West Sports Show on television. That's Comcast Sportsnet California every Tuesday at 4 o'clock. Check your local listings, though. Sometimes they'll re-air it at 4:30. Also, it re-airs Wednesdays and Thursdays. And, Joe, we're still doing a little radio show here at ESPN 1320.
9 to 10 a.m. this next Saturday on podcast form as we break down the playoffs preview and talk about fun topics such as realignment, bowl games, and mascots. Too much pressure to drop all these mascots, so we'll debate about that a little bit.
Happy Thanksgiving, my pal. It's been a good run this last few weeks. We got more to go, though. Everyone enjoy your Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week.